Hello, this is J.E. Tesher. I am a science fiction author, and this is my introduction to AuthorTube. I'll begin by telling you I have a secret. I have another channel. It is Jessica E. Thomas, and I did do some AuthorTube content over there if you want to check it out. I don't know what I'm doing with that channel. I will explain briefly. I listened to a podcast where the podcaster was talking about branding your author name, and one of his suggestions was to not use your middle initial in your author name because people will drop it. So people will say Jessica Thomas, but if you Google Jessica Thomas, I'm not going to come up because there's a bazillion other Jessica Thomases. And so I decided, since my career is rather in its infancy, it would be best for me to start over and properly brand a name. And I chose J.E. Tesher as my science fiction name. And one of the reasons is because Tesher is not nearly as common as Thomas. On my other channel, I did the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 1.0. So today I'm going to do Newbie Tag 2.0. And I don't have a lot of time, and I'm sure you don't either. So I'm going to get on with it. Question number 1, what is your book's pitch? I am currently working on a middle grade science fiction story, and it is secret. So I will instead pitch the first book in my adult science fiction action adventure series, and the pitch is this. Ember Darling must race against other ruthless reclaimists to find the magical telling stone which allows the wearer to control others' thoughts. Alright, moving on. If you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? A fickle author cannot decide on her name or her genre, so she spends over a decade, well over a decade, floundering while publishing self-publishing works that she never bothers to promote, so nobody buys them. Alright, that's pretty much my story. Okay. And those are all published under Jessica E. Thomas, by the way, if you want to check them out. Okay, what is something you'll never write? I am a churchgoer, and so I cannot write erotica. I do not wish to write erotica. So that's pretty easy. What's your publishing path? My publishing path currently has been, or up to now, has been my first book, which I self-published in 2011. I did seek an agent for that. It was a hard sell because of the genre. It was Christian science fiction, and there aren't many traditional publishing houses publishing that. So I didn't have many opportunities, and I decided I needed to self-publish. So that's what I did, and I believe the copyright on that is 2011. Since then, well, I should say I had 3 babies between 2007 and 2015, which really threw a wrench in things. And it was just really hard to get my life together with babies in the house. And that's another reason why I haven't seen much growth in my writing career, although I have been putting things out, and I'm happy with the quality of what I've put out. I thought I was all in for self-publishing. I listened to Six Figure Authors podcast, and it's an excellent podcast if you haven't listened. And Lindsay Buroker is very established in indie publishing. She makes a lot of money by my standards. And so I thought, well, heck, I may as well do that because I do have a goal to make money at this. But now that I'm working on a middle grade science fiction, I decided that would be a hard sell independent publishing wise. So I am going to seek a agent for that. And I also have another pen name that I would like to start, Jessica Tesher. And I want to do clean or sweet romance with that pen name, and I'm undecided. I have an idea for a series, and I may pitch that one to an agent. But I definitely am, well, don't say definitely because I might change my mind, but I think lucratively it's going to make more sense for me to self-publish my adult sci-fi, just because of how I know somewhat how the science fiction community is. I don't want to be bound by some of that. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. What content do you bring to the AuthorTube table? Mostly I'm going to be doing weekly updates. So the idea is, here's the idea, stick with me here, to put my YouTube channel at the back of my ebooks, and then people, readers, will click on it and be like, oh, I'll follow her. And so I will be doing weekly updates Brandon Sanderson style. So that way the reader can know, oh, she's almost ready to release the next book in her Ember Darling series, and so they can look forward to that. Honestly, as far as writing tips and stuff, again, going back to Brandon Sanderson, I feel like there are people who are doing that, and I feel like Brandon Sanderson is way more experienced than me, but he has lectures on his channel about writing, and I feel like I'm not sure how much I have to add to that discussion. Let me know what you think. Do you need another writing tips channel? I don't know. So I may be doing some vlogs. I may be doing some tag videos like this one. I probably will vlog during NaNoWriMo and weekly updates. What's your biggest writing struggle? Probably description. I tend to be pretty good at dialogue, but then I have to go in later and fill in the description because I'm just not... I don't add enough detail. What's your best writing skill? I think probably the dialogue, because I can, when people are talking to each other in my brain, I can really see and hear what they're saying back and forth, and I have some pretty funny dialogue in my current middle grade book, which it takes me by surprise, even me as the writer. I'm like, wow, that was kind of funny. How did I come up with that? But it's fun. It's fun to go back and read it and wonder, did I do that? Gosh. What? I am totally out of order here. Totally out of order. I skipped number 3. What do you usually write? I think I've already answered that. Science fiction and either women's fiction / sweet romance. Something you'll never write, erotica. What's your goal? Oh, I skipped number 5. What's your goal for starting an AuthorTube channel? I already touched on that, to connect with a reading audience, but also to connect with other AuthorTubers. For this channel, I'm subscribing mainly to science fiction writers because I just would like to have a community of writers, but I'm having a difficult time finding it, to be honest. What else? What made you want to start writing? I've just always wanted to write since I was really young. I just wanted to, I mean, back then we didn't have the technology that we have now, because I am 46, and so basically writing was your way of keeping, we didn't have, you couldn't just take a bazillion pictures and videos to remember everything. You had a roll of film that had 24 pictures on it, and you clicked it, and then you had to go take it somewhere, and then you got it back, and you were like, oh, these all suck. So, but that's what you had as your memories of your trip or whatever. So for me, writing at that time was just a way of just remembering things and solidifying reality around me. So that was a long time ago, back when I was like 2nd and 3rd grade. Okay, so what content do I bring? I already said that. What's my biggest struggle? Already said that. What's my best skill? Did I get all of these? Gosh, that went fast. Okay, so now I choose between 11 and 12. If you've been on YouTube for a while, what's your best AuthorTube tip? My best tip would just be to keep at it. Don't do what I did. Like, I started another channel and now I'm starting this one, and I have like 1 subscriber, and it's my own channel subscribed to myself. Stick with one thing and stick with it. Stick with your genre. Stick with your channel. Be in it for the long haul. Don't get discouraged if no one is subscribed to you. Just keep working, working, and see the long picture, 10 years out, 5 years out. Look ahead, not so much as at the present, and look at YouTube as a way to serve others versus having others serve you. So go out, be supportive, don't expect that support in return. Those are my suggestions, and I think I got all the questions. I got them way out of order, so, oh, there's more. There's 3 more. 2 more. Are you looking for any new channels to follow? Betas? Writer buddies? Gosh. At the moment, I just want new channels to follow. I want new science fiction AuthorTube people to follow. So if you have a science fiction channel or even a fantasy channel, anything in the speculative realm, that can be dystopian, I would even say horror. If you have one of those channels, if that's one of your main focuses, drop me a line in the comments and we can follow each other. I need people to follow me besides myself. What are you most excited for during this new fresh start on AuthorTube? Just meeting people and connecting with people. That's my main purpose for this, and I know for a while I'm going to be talking to myself, and that's okay, but like I said, I'm taking my own advice and I'm sticking with it, and we'll just see where it leads. That's all for now. I'm only 12 minutes in, so that's good. So take pity on me. Subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. It's so embarrassing to have like no subscribers. So if you watched this far, I would really love for you to subscribe to my channel and for us to connect with each other in the comments. Alright, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.